I'm going to try to make a quick video about how the economy is about to collapse. For those of you who have watched my videos over time, you know I hardly ever eat out. So I have to say goodbye to Burger King now. They've always been kind of expensive. I think I'm still living in 1984. I still live in the... I'm serious. I say that about myself. I think I'm stuck in 1982. I haven't been to Burger King in almost a year. A Whopper now with cheese is $7.99. Of course, I didn't know that. I don't look at the prices. I just go in. A big fish sandwich, $6.29. When did a Whopper become $8? Well, inflation, obviously. And a large French fry is $3.69. I could have bought a 5-pound bag of potatoes and had French fries for 2 weeks. And a large Sprite. I almost fell over. Now, I've been in the restaurant business for 20 years in my previous secret life. I don't like to admit that I worked in restaurants. LOL. When did a drink become $3.19 when you can go to Safeway and get like 3 liters of soda for $3? So anyways, I guess certain people that are trying to control this country are getting their wishes. They want high gas prices to save the environment. They want you to stop driving. They want you to stop eating fats, and they want you to stop eating out, and they don't want you to be so damn fat. The people in charge of this country do not like you to drive your car, and they do not like you to be fat. They won't say anything to you openly, but secretly they're thinking, look at that big fat slob driving around in his Lincoln Continental all day, destroying the earth, Mother Earth. So what we have now is an economy that is so out of control with inflation that a Whopper with cheese costs $7.99, $8. Now, just listen to what I'm saying. 2 sandwiches, a French fry, and a drink, $21.16. And of course, my change, just the change part, we also ran out of change in the United States of America. You couldn't even get your change back. The girl asked me, do you want to round your change up for, she said it so fast I didn't even know what it was for. Some national organization where everybody rounds up their change and then, they get like $500,000 over a year from like 1,000 stores. And then Burger King comes out and says, we donated X amount of millions of dollars to charity last year. No, your customers did that from rounding up their change. Well, anyways, I don't ever round up 84 cents. One time I went to the grocery store, and my bill literally came to $19.99. And the lady said, would you like to round up the rest for food share? And I said, you realize it's only 1 penny, right? She says, well, we have to do it or we're going to get fired. I said, I would be glad to round up 1 penny. While feeling stupid, I rounded up 1 single penny for food share. This lady wanted me to round up 84 cents. No, thank you. I'll just take it home. So I went to, about 6 months ago, was my last trip to Taco, something that sounds like Bell. Now, I'd like to say, as a disclaimer on this video, these are just my opinions. I have no facts. It's just my opinion. I've been around for 59 years. I see the writing on the wall. I went to Taco Bell, and the service was so bad, and the food was even worse. So I never gone back to Taco Bell again because it was now overpriced. The last 3 times I went to McDonald's was in 2021. Now, yes, we had a pandemic, I understand. When I went to McDonald's all 3 times in 3 separate towns on the coast, the Oregon coast, all 3 times the service was excellent. The employees were excellent, and the timing, and it was fast. I got the food really fast, which did not happen to me at Taco Bell. I was kind of shocked because Taco Bell used to be the fastest people to get your food. They used to time themselves, and I guess now they don't care about it. Now, I'm only making this video. This is not actually a fast food video. This is a video about the economy is about to collapse in 2023, in my opinion. Because we can't sustain your checking account. I'm only one person, and I buy a hamburger, $21. Give me a break. I turned around. I saw a guy and his wife, and there are 3 kids in there. I said, I hope you don't. I said, mine costs $21 for 2 sandwiches and a fry and a drink. Can I be rude and ask you how much your meal cost for 4 people? The guy said, yeah, it was almost $60. Who spends $60 taking their family out? Now, check it out. For hamburgers. Well, you can treat yourself, or maybe you're stuck in a habit, but eventually your checkbook is going to bust, your credit card's going to bust. You cannot sustain taking your family out for hamburgers for $50. You cannot sustain that kind of lifestyle on $15 to $18 an hour for the average American. Okay, the customer service at McDonald's was fantastic. The food, I give it 2.5 stars out of 5 stars. And I'm a very generous person. I want people to do well. Sometimes I might even just say they did better. So, no, all 3 times in 3 separate towns, the quality of McDonald's food has gone down, and it's shrunk. It's getting smaller. It's getting smaller. That's why I like Burger King. The burger is the same size. So I went to Burger King. The customer service was fantastic. Out of this world. I got this food within 5 minutes. The older ladies cooking were fast and efficient. The place was incredibly clean. The only thing I'm complaining about is the price, $21.16. And I'm not even complaining because I'm not going to go back. I mean, I'm done with fast food for good now, I guess, because they have priced me out of eating out. I've been priced out of eating out. Now, I have some money, but I don't want to give it to them. See, I only allow myself... See, I used to eat out 10 times a year. Price went up. I eat out 5 times a year. Price went up again. I'm like, dang. I only ate out 3 times last year at a drive-thru. You see, I only budget a certain amount of money that I want to give away and throw down the drain. I'm looking at the Safeway gasoline sign here where I live. $5.25 a gallon for regular. Almost $6 a gallon for diesel. And if you pay with a credit card, it's 10 cents more. People are quitting their jobs in groves. They're just quitting. They're like, I'm done. I'd rather just sit at home. I'd rather just sit at home, one income, and not do a damn thing. So I'm here to tell you, you all know the economy is about to bust. The best thing you can do now is pay off as much debt as you can and get some food and ride this out and put all your investments into cash, because they say the stock market's going to crash at least 30% next year. Can you imagine how much a Whopper's going to cost next year? Am I going to be paying $8.99 for one Whopper? Well, I'm not going to personally, because I don't get angry. I don't get upset. I just walk away. I enjoy my last Whopper. You are going to be my last Whopper. Unless Donald Trump writes me a check. But seriously, the only message in this video is you know in your heart it's not going to get better, it's going to collapse. And the media, they've had a large part in this. Oh, over the 5 years of complaining about Trump and 2 years about the pandemic, and now the same media is now complaining about Joe Biden. The media is bringing the country down. You shouldn't even listen to them except for big, huge stories. I can't believe I paid over $3 for, it's a diet-free, caffeine-free, sugar-free soda. I should have just had a water. So I can't imagine how much it costs, because I haven't been to a sit-down restaurant in over 5 years. I haven't sat down in a restaurant and eaten food in almost 5 years. So I can't even imagine how much people are paying when they take their family of 6 or 7 or 8 people out to dinner. It's got to be close to $200. Wow. Well, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, but there are a lot of people that I know, they don't believe it. They say this is normal. High gas prices are normal. $8, $9, $10 Whoppers are normal, man. Your mechanic charging $80 an hour for a mechanic is normal. I had 2 belts put on my vehicle like in February. My mechanic said it's going to be a week to order the 2 belts on your vehicle. I'm talking about fan belts. I used to go down and pay $18 for a belt on an old van. One of my belts went up to $60. That's how much my mechanic had to pay to get it from the auto parts store. $60 for one of the belts. So everybody's saying the supply chain is falling apart. Walmart is saying they got too much stock in the back rooms now. We're into stagflation. Well, I just wanted to share that story. I know for a fact the economy is going to collapse probably later next year. Not all the way, but it's going to... Well, what happens real quick? Prices are too high and people stop shopping. That's called stagflation. But the prices don't come down because the companies still have to pay too much for the stuff, the shipping and the handling, the fuel cost, the cost of all the diesel to ship it around the country, ship it across the oceans. The price is not going to come down. We're going to enter a period of stagflation. But what companies are going to do to save money, and you better get ready and you better get some cash on you and you better pay off your debts. They're going to start laying off workers next year. They can't find workers for the last 3 years. Next year, they're going to start laying off workers and saying the only way we can save money is to cut back on employees and to go more automated with all the cashiers and all this stuff and the stocking. So if you're building up a lot of credit card debt and all this stuff and you have no reserves and you're thinking the economy's coming back, that's not true. That's not what happens in stagflation. The economy, you'll go to work one day and the boss will say, all right, you only get 32 hours this week instead of 40. You're like, wow, last year I was getting 50 because there was no workers. They say, we don't have a worker problem now. We have a customer problem. We don't have any customers, so we're going to have to cut back everybody 20% in the store. And that's how they survive. But how are you going to survive when you're barely making it on all that debt you created over the last 3 years, buying your cars and all houses? How are you going to survive when your income goes down 30%? The proof is right here, my friend. $8 hamburgers. $8 for a hamburger, nothing else.